What's up, everybody? This is WWE Superstar Titus O'Neil. I'm here with my man, Chef Erik Youngs, longtime friend. So much of a friend that he met me to come and drop me off some good products that I'm about to get loose on this grill tomorrow when I have all these people over to my house. But you all can do the same thing. Go to VooDooChef.com and get your products. We've got everything on there from marinades to barbecue sauce to rub to all kinds of stuff. Shrimp, chicken, pork, beef, vegetarian, it don't matter. Just get on there and make it splatter. VooDoo.com, VooDooChef.com.
I'm not done with you. You cut me deep and drive me crazy, yeah. Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, it's time for the VooDoo Chef podcast, where we will discuss all things voodoo from the VooDoo Studios located right here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. So to all my booties out there, if you're looking for nothing but a good time, this is the place to be. Call your friends, knock on the neighbor's door, and let them know it's time to party like a rock star for the next hour. Join me and my guests and learn to voodoo like we do as we discuss our faves and the voodoo that we use. I'll put our guests on the spot as we ask for their top 3 and make sure and listen as we discuss some of our favorite war stories from the kitchens we've worked in. Sit back, grab a tall glass of your favorite libation, and enjoy this episode of the VooDoo Chef podcast. What's going on, Voodies? It is a great day. We've got drummer Szeliga checking in tonight. But I got to tell you, I'm actually eating a little dinner here. I wish you could smell this. It's like, oh, my God. So I met this new friend today. Her name's Lynn Fan, and she owns Bamboozles. And she brought me some pho. And you could say, pho, what the pho is pho, right? Well, it's this badass dish of noodles and chicken, cilantro, and I got to tell you, the broth is magical. This is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be eating this pho as we go on through the night. I heated the broth. I poured it on top. We're going to let that sit and warm up a little bit. But welcome to the VooDoo Chef podcast. It is a beautiful day down here in Tampa, Florida. Remember, come visit, give us your tourist dollars, turn around, go back home. It's a little crowded down here. Come enjoy us, give us your money, all the love. We're just kidding. Don't forget, let us know where you're checking in from, what you're drinking tonight. We got a lot of good stuff. Of course, it is the first Tuesday of the month. So we got Shay coming in from Shay Sweets. And again, we got Chad Szeliga, fucking badass drummer, coming in. We already got Sean Fleener in. We've got my boy Twisted in the house. I saw your titles and shit the other day, man. Now you're just bragging, homie. But we love it. Twisted, if you want to come in for the Voodoo Games at the end of the day here, send me a private text and I'll send you the invite and we can get you jumping in. Sean, you too, if you want to get in on the games at the end of the night, hit us up. Remember, if you're listening to this wherever you download your podcasts, and of course, you can download the VooDoo Chef podcast anywhere you download your podcasts. Remember, if you want to catch us live and see all the cool videos and see the guests and see, I don't know why you'd want to see what the fuck we look like, but stalkers. If you want to check us out, just make sure you tune in every Tuesday night. We stream live on YouTube, the VooDoo Chef YouTube channel. We're streaming live. You can check us out and see what's going on. Hang out, check out all our guests, see them live, and have a good time. And you can watch me eat things like Shay's macarons. I cannot wait. Before we do all that, though, we got to give you some updates. November 5th, this Saturday, just a couple days away, the VooDoo Chef Charity Golf Tournament Challenge Champion. I always screw it up. We know I do, but it doesn't matter because what we do for the right reasons. VooDoo Like We Do. Help us give back and support those kids. We're raising money to send students to culinary school and we feed those in need. We support the industry, whatever we can do to help out and make the food service hospitality industry a better place. And it all starts with our commitment to $100,000 in culinary scholarship. So jump on. Right behind that on November 11th, I'm telling you, you're going to want to tune in. I'm going to be on the Kitchen Killers live 9:05 on Friday night. And I think my boy Dane's going to connect with me. Chef Pat might actually come. We're all heading to Orlando, and we're going to be throwing down in the Kitchen Killers kitchen. My main man, Billy Floyd, doing it live every Friday at 9:05, taking over kitchens and doing it for free. Come check us out. We are going to be throwing down, but even more fun for me. I'm going to pick up one of those bad boys like you see right behind me there, that nice blue guitar that was given to me from my boy Freddie Ordine from Weapons of Anew. We're going to take one of these bad boys, and I'm going to be sitting in with Billy Floyd and playing about 5 or 6 songs on the Kitchen Killers podcast. Talking food, talking fun, most importantly, talking about how we can raise more money and create some awareness. Right behind that, January is insane. We crank it right back up. And we've got the VooDoo Chef High School Recipe Challenge. High school students from across the state of Florida and across the country. We don't limit it. We are going to be sending out samples of our products to them. They're going to be creating a recipe using VooDoo Chef sauces and seasonings. We're going to see if they can voodoo like we do. They're going to submit those recipes, and we're going to select a winner. And that winner is going to receive $10,000 in scholarship. That is baller right there. Also, January 21st, we're going to be pimping down that parade route for Gasparilla, the largest parade in Tampa Bay, the 3rd largest parade in the nation. Most importantly, the biggest and best party of them all. We're going to be there celebrating students, celebrating educators, going down the parade route on our float, letting everybody know exactly who we are. And then 1 week later on January 28th, you may or may not see myself and Chef Shane Chibley. And, of course, my boy Spider usually hangs out. And whoever else comes out with the entourage, going up and down Gasparilla, just having a blast, partying like rock stars we are. It's going to be great fun. I got to put my pho aside because I got to do one more thing before Shay comes in because we got some cool stuff. Check this out. I got this from our friends over at 512. I don't know if you know what 512 is, but, you know, it's not hard to see what this is in the bag. And they kept asking me, hey, did you look in your bag yet? Did you look in your bag? No, I didn't. I wanted to do it live with you guys. And first and foremost, I know what this is. We all know how I like my tequila. 512 Repo. This stuff is rock star, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a hot minute. Jojo, what is up? Checking in from the Hard Rock. All right, they know I love my hats, so we're going to have to voodoo-fy this bad boy. And we've got good guy and bad guy. You know, I don't know. Patrick, you might have to be the good guy. I'll be the bad guy. You be the good guy. I'll be the bad guy. Do you think I could do that like Tom Brady split thing where they got the Patriots jersey on one side and the Bucks jersey on the other side? Good guy, bad guy. Patrick, I think you might have to be the good guy. I'll be the bad guy. Razor Ramon. All right, so we got a little Blanco too. Look at that. And that's travel size. What is that? I mean, that snack size? This is going to be for our blended drinks. I see people in the green room looking at this stuff. Now, normally I drink my stuff on the rocks, but I'm going to tell you, I was drinking 512 a couple weekends ago, and we did take a week off, so we got a lot to talk about. I usually drink my beverages on the rocks, but I'm going to tell you, this stuff you can drink neat. It is that solid. But these koozies are badass. Ain't going to fit on that. And we're all rock star. Oh, shit. Look at this thing here. You know what this is? This is a Barkeep's can opener, bottle opener. I don't know if you guys not in industry have seen this. So us guys in The barkeeps keep this and they pop open their bottles. Us guys in the kitchen, we just want to walk around and fling it like they do so we can pretend to be cool. You know, if you're a barkeep and you take this out of your pocket, you got to give it one solid flip before you can open the bottle. It's kind of like the cook clicking his tongs. Three clicks or you're not properly trained, right? Barkeep, one spin. Badass. More shit. All right, so we got some stickage. Got a little lapel pin that I can wear on my tie. By tie, I mean t-shirt with my jacket over top. God knows we need these. There's not enough of these in the world. We need more of these for the bar. Just letting you know in advance. Holy shit. We'll open this in a minute. I don't know what the fuck that is. Look at this. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm taking this out. I know what this is because they gave me one of these to give to my kiddo. This is the world's best beach towel. And you take this out of here, and this thing opens up big enough for my big ass. This thing is huge, and it is sand resistant, and it's one of those self-wicking, self-drying things. Badass beach towel. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up. 1, 2, 3 T-shirts here. We all know damn well. Promo shirts aren't made in my size. I wear medium. Normally, they make these in like large or extra large. So let's see this first one. Let's take a guess out loud. Medium. Oh, it's a small. I haven't worn a small since I was like 2. A medium. And a large. Rockstar status. I'll tell you what. If everybody, let me put these back here nice. Oh shit, there's another one. Let's see. There's one more down there. Extra large. Look at that. And I'm looking at Patrick in the green room. Shut up. All right, so let's get this back here. And let's see what's in this box because, you know, I got to tell you, we're pushing into my macaron time. But 512's Rockstar. Oh, holy hell no. Look at this mo-ho-ho. All right, so, again, us cooks, we want to be barkeeps or at least play one on TV. Look at this. Look at these shakers. So I've got official 512 shakers. What? Let's be real. Small glass, large glass. Small glass, large glass. Guess which one I'm gonna use. Guys, these are Rockstar. And I gotta tell you, 512, I have nothing but love for you. And you're gonna see that in a hot minute coming up. And for all our buddies out there, 512 is partnering with us on these podcasts. So make sure you check them out. They're gonna be at the golf tournament. They're gonna be all over the place. And if you are I don't know, I'm gonna say athletic. At the golf tournament, we are actually auctioning off a 512 paddleboard. That's right, a big paddleboard. If it were like next to me, you'd probably go, "Hey, look at that small little surfboard." It is a full-size paddleboard. You can come out, put in. Sean Fleener says he was a medium in the 5th grade. I know, buddy. I'm there. We're going to raffle off these items. 512 is giving us a paddleboard for the golf auction. Guys, we got nothing but love. You're going to see them on the Hit It to Win It hole, along with Tito's, along with all our other partners. You hit it, you win it, you take it home. It's not too late to sign up for the golf tournament. Get your team now. You can log on to VooDooChefGolf.com and get your team. It's going to be a great day. Most importantly, I got to say this one more time. Don't forget, the VooDoo Chef podcast streams live on the VooDoo Chef YouTube channel every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. And that way you'll be notified every time we go live. Set your reminder. Matter of fact, let me set mine now. Hey, Alexa, set a reminder for me to watch the VooDoo Chef podcast every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. streaming live on the VooDoo Chef YouTube channel. All right, guys, I see a lot of you guys out there checking in. Jojo, you better not tell me what you're drinking. You're one of my former students. You can't do it. Patrick Arts putting up that golf tournament information right there. There it is. And, of course, presented by First Watch. Alessi Bakery is part of that team. It is the VooDoo Chef Charity Golf Tournament presented by First Watch, but we've also got Tito's, 512, Alessi Bakery, Jack Daniels, right? Everybody's coming out to play. Make sure you grab your team. And speaking of team, my team's in the house. We're going to bring in some members of our team right now. You know what time? Dane, of course we still need volunteers. You have my direct cell, homie. Hit me up. And I don't know if you saw, I sent you a link to come in to play. Are you smarter than the VooDoo Chef team here? And if you hadn't guessed, you know what? Let's just get this party started, right? Everybody out there who's sitting there going, hey, homeboy, I thought you were drinking black coffee tonight. Yeah, if you look up in the VooDoo Chef dictionary, black coffee, that translates to 512 tequila on the rocks. And when you look at the 5 food groups, butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, and bourbon is like ketchup. You don't say ketchup. You say Heinz. It's like Coca-Cola. You don't say, can I have a soda or a pop? You say, can I have a Coke? And people have to go, did you mean Pepsi? So when you walk in and you say, can I have a bourbon? It could mean Jack Daniels. Could mean 512. And I am super excited because the vanilla notes inside this 512 are going to play super, super amazingly well with one of my favorite things in the whole wide world, macarons. So let's bring her in right now. Shay, what is going on? How you living?
Busy, tired, good, all the above.
You know what? Watch this. Through the magic of TV, it's time to get a little Shay Sweets on. What is going on?
Just running a business and trying to enjoy life in the process.
Sometimes that's hard. And I'd like you guys all to meet my friend here, my little friend here.
That's so cute. Oh my God, I love it. My Food Network picture. I love it.
Hey, yeah, that's right. When you were on the baking show, that's where I stole that from. Absolutely. 100%. And, before we start doing these tastings, I know you've been killing it for Halloween and you just got done with like a 29-hour shift. And you had to wake up and someone's texting me and I'm being rude. But I'm a slave. And when Britney Spears wrote that song, I'm a slave to you. It was me to my phone. Not that I listen to Britney Spears. Okay.
I was a Christina Aguilera girl though, so.
I'm no genie in a bottle. Hey, let us know how we can get a hold of you before we start doing this, because we're going to bring Pat in, and then we're going to start eating cookies, and then you met my friend Lynn today. You and I are going to talk about some other cookies that were brought in that I have yet to taste.
Yes. So the best way to reach me is going to be either through my website, which is shayshaysweets.com, which is the first Shay is spelled Chez, and then Shay, and then Sweets. And then my Instagram is shayshaysweets with an extra S on the end. I'll start responding to emails tomorrow. After that 29-hour shift, October kicked my ass. Like, I am grateful for all of the orders, but my eye was twitching. I was so tired. Like, legit, for like 6 hours, my eye just kept twitching. And my best friend's in there. She was like, Shayla, you need to go to sleep. I'm like, I got stuff to do. She was like, but now that you're done, go to sleep. That's
our industry. And that's what we have. I'm looking at the green room. I can't wait. It's coming, guys. I promise it's coming. That's our industry. We do what we have to do when we have to do it. And my mantra has been for a long time: work hard, play hard, be humble. and that work hard piece comes first, and we have to work hard and bust our ass. It's like the rock star life. Speaking of rock stars, did I say Chad Szeliga was on the podcast today? Drummer extraordinaire. I read his business card one time, and it says, Chad Szeliga, I play drums, motherfucker. I made that up. It didn't say. I said that. Maybe Chad did say. I don't know. We'll find out. But you know, like a rock star, you know, they go on and they play that show, and they give it all they got, and then they party like rock stars, and then have the downtime. So 29 hours, you did what you had to do to put that order out, and then you crashed like a rock star. And I'm glad you got back up, because you dropped by today. You want to tell everybody what you brought today?
The best thing in the entire world. We brought some Macs, and you actually are getting to try one new flavor that I played around with. So I'm excited for that.
Well, welcome Pat to the podcast.
Hey,
because if you remember, the first time we brought you on, I got a little heat because homie was just sitting there watching. So you've been so kind to double down on us. And oh my God. So I ain't gonna lie. I may or may not have had half a macaron already. Not out of my box, out of my wife's. Because you brought a box for my wife too. And and I may or may not have had a bite of her guava. So let's start with the guava. So tell us all. I had a little spillage from the bourbon, so I'm gonna eat a little bit of the bourbon butter. Look at this though. Look at that cookie. Look how smooth, how amazing that cookie is. And then what? Look at that. Describe what we are looking at here, girl.
So that is the guava macaron. I like to play with the colors. Like your shell can be any color you want it to be. But for the guava, I make a guava marmalade. I add that to my buttercream, and then I put a piece of guava paste on top of that. So you get a full mouth of guava.
I am not going to lie. Now, you never disappoint. I am not a guava guy. If I go down to a Leslie Bakery, I say, I want 2 guava pastries. They're like, what are you getting for your family? I'm like, no. One for my wife, one for my girl. I don't eat this. I don't eat guava. You never disappoint. This is insanity.
And you know, this, I've only been put onto guava, I'd say, for the last 7 years. I've been in Florida 10 years now, and I'd never had guava previously. In Wisconsin, there's no guava. So, but yeah, when I moved down here, I was like, guava, what is that? And then I'm like, oh. So I had to do guava mac.
When we talk about how I eat macarons, I often get yelled at the way I eat macarons too, because I normally just throw the whole thing in my mouth because I love them. But if you notice, I took a bite of that guava one because I'm not that much a fan of guava. But I ate the whole thing. It was amazing. Now we're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheat because normally I would say let's do the bourbon cookie butter last. And guys, you know, I'm not a rock star. I don't pick these up. Well, you know, Mark from 512 checking in. Oh, hold tight, Mark. We got a lot more. Look at this stuff here. So we cheat. Daly, what's going on? Checking in. Daly is going to be at the golf tournament. We're partnering with 512 Tequila, and we're doing a taco bar, and you'll get to meet Daly out there doing some tacos, little 512 inspired tacos. So I'm not, well, I am amazing, but she gives us a cheat sheet here, so we don't have to guess. So check this out. Normally I'd hold the bourbon butter for last, but this is going right now because that last one's got me excited. And Pat, you talk about this one because I'm just going to sit here and eat it.
So honestly,
I waited till it was in your mouth.
I noticed that. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Shit, did you spill the bourbon?
No.
No, in the cookie.
What are you talking about?
Cool.
Shay, did you spill the bourbon inside there?
Look, if I put alcohol in there, I want you to be able to taste it. And I never, even when I do like my caramels I do a Bailey's salted caramel, I wait until it's cold so I don't burn out any alcohol. Because what's the point of that?
I don't know if I could drive home. I drink straight Jack. Holy cow.
Yep.
Yep.
I drink
Yep.
straight
That's how I
Jack.
want it.
Wow. Pat, am I wrong?
No, I mean that's not what I expected at all. Honestly, I mean I thought it would just be some of the flavor, but no, it's
I'm
alcohol.
going to have to wash that down with some coffee.
Yeah, no, I want you to get a good bourbon. My mom's favorite that I did was my chocolate Hennessy. So every time I would do it, she'd be, nope, it needs more. So I'm like, okay, cool. So that's the standard now. As much Hennessy as I put in my Hennessy Ganache, all of my alcohol, I have to put the same amount, if not more. I want you to taste it.
Yeah, but I mean, sugar on top of booze it sounds like a pod. Oh, wait, this is the podcast. All right. So I'm assuming this is your new flavor. Look at that purple on there.
Mm-hmm.
That is gorgeous. Lighter purple on the other side. Mango tahini. And
Yep.
If you're a fan of VooDoo Red, you'll like the VooDoo tahini. And so I'm going to tell you right now, the VooDoo tahini. You'll love tahini. I'm going to tell you right now, fuck tahini. This needs to be a mango VooDoo Red.
I was with it. 100%.
And I'm excited because, we were talking earlier. I wanted, not that we were talking at 10 o'clock this morning about drinking Jack tonight, but I wanted Jack with my other cookie that we're going to taste real quick here in a minute. And then I read the card about the mango tahini, and I'm sitting here drinking this tequila, and I'm like, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. Tell us about this while Patrick and I both just eat, because that's really all we want to do.
I mean, that's the best thing to do. So yeah, no, with the mango tahini, I make a mango jam. And then I take the mango jam, turn that into mango buttercream, do a ring of the buttercream, and then in the center of that, have more of that fresh mango jam, and then sprinkle the tahini on top. It just takes it to just a whole new level.
You know what? If my girl Jerica was here, she'd say, I need to throw a shoe at you. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you, everybody on the podcast is like, all right, dude, quit hamming it up for the free roans, right? This is the shit. What impresses me, we talked about the peanut butter and jelly. And I ain't gonna lie, my favorite still peanut butter and jelly. Fun fact, you didn't know VooDoo Chef. I played in a band back in Boston with the bass player. Oh my God, that's too much for Murray Reed. I love it though. I love it. Fun fact, Scream Machine are rock stars. Speaking of rock stars, did I tell you that drummer Chad Szeliga is coming in today? And I'm stoked. The only thing we need to get him on one of those little boxes where he's playing drums and me with a guitar, like trying to keep up. But, I can't keep up with rock stars.
All right, you're a rock star, chef. Come on now.
Hey, I was fishing for it all day. Thanks. On the real though, what I love about your macarons, my three favorites still. Do you know what they are?
PB&J. I don't know what number 3 is.
Cookies and cream, PB&J, Fruity Pebbles.
Oh,
I'm sorry that I am a 52-year-old third grader. All right. Your PB&J, I said you're using Smuckers, I hope, right? And that was selfish reasons. When you make your own fucking jam, the mango, so fucking flavorful. You make your own jam, rock star, rock that, and the tahini, just enough. It's very subtle. You can see the flakes in there, but it's very subtle, not to put it over the top. VooDoo, it would have been obnoxious and in your face.
Done.
I love the
say less.
I love the touch. Right. Say less.
Passion fruit in that then, because I love me a good passion fruit margarita with tahini on the rim.
You know, you told me something when you and I may or may not have been partaking in some 512.
Yep.
Not that you and I were partaking in some 512. You told me you drank some of this. We shared some drinks, and then about 30 minutes later, you come running up to me and you're like, "Oh my God, 512 Banana Foster macaron."
Yep. It's happening. It's happening.
You got it. I'm going to get you a bottle, but
Yay.
Repo is for drinking. Blanco's for cooking.
Hurt.
Deal?
I mean, can I, drink while I do it though?
You drink this while you cook with this.
Hurt. Done.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm so excited for this. It's going to be
1 month from today, right?
Yep.
1 month from today. One more time. Where can we find Shay Shay Sweets? Because I suck.
Shay Shay Sweets on Instagram.
Time.
What happened?
Time. We promised. Holy cow. Now, I'm eating my pho from Lynn Pham over at Bamboozle. She also, I told her I was a sucker for cookies, and this is what actually had her drive over. I said, I'm a sucker for cookies. Last night I was eating crumble. Tonight I'm eating Rones. She said, I'm going to drive over and bring you some of my ube cookies. Ube, purple yam from fucking who knows, over there. And over there last Tuesday, right? So she goes, I'm going to bring you some of my chocolate chip cookies made with ube. And it really came about, I was asking her about an ube boba and all that stuff. And she says, I'm going to bring them over. And I'm like, who the fuck's going to say no, right? She also brought summer rolls and pho. Phenomenal. I don't eat duck summer rolls. Insane.
They're beautiful.
And fuck, I'm getting chocolate chips everywhere. I hate being sticky. She brought barbecue pork. Oh, she brought some shit I can't say the name of because I always fuck it up, so I'm not going to try. And I kept that. I brought it home. It's in my fridge for tomorrow. But look at this ube cookie. Shay, you already ate it. You talk about it. I love the sea salt on the top. That's got me so excited. So I'm going to break it and go straight to the middle. Look how soft that cookie is, yet still cakey and holding together. Shay, talk to us.
It was like the perfect cookie. The outer side was a little crispy, which I love. But like Chef said, it's nice and soft. It was moist, very moist. Like you wouldn't be able to tell that that's a. And she, after I took my first bite, she's like, "Guess what?" I'm like, she's like, "It's vegan."
Exactly
like,
right.
What? When the sea salt just takes us to another level. Like I'm a big fan of putting sea salt on chocolate chip cookies. So when I saw that, I'm just like, it was to the point where I knew that I needed to finish the cookie before I left because my sister was in the car and I didn't want to share.
I got to tell you, I love cookies. I absolutely love cookies. Monday night, crumble night, first of the month, macarons. We might have to have third week of the month be fucking ube cookies.
Delicious.
And the name of her place is called Bamboozle because that's what she do. That's what she do. She bamboozles you. She bamboozles you. That is vegan. There's no sugar. It's sugar free, and it is fucking insane.
Yeah, she knocked it out of the park. Like she got a high five for that one.
And you're exactly right. It's got the perfect crust on the outside. It's got a beautiful spread. The chocolate chips are melty. It's so cakey. And it's made with fucking herbal sweet potato. Come on, right? I mean, I just got moss.
I'll go spend money to buy those. I definitely will go and buy those and spend my money.
I kept telling her, I've got a sign that says I eat meat, motherfuckers, and I do. But I also told her I'm coming to your restaurant, and she's going to be on the podcast soon. She's going to be talking about her restaurant, her concepts, her thoughts, all that fun stuff. So keep a lookout for her. It's going to be amazing. And she is super, super cool. Shay, tell us where we can hit you. Thank you for sharing on those cookies with me.
Of course. So shayshaysweets.com is the website. And then my Insta is Shay Shay Sweets. So CHEZSHAYS So an extra S on the end for Instagram. But yeah, no, that's
Rockstar's got that in the chat bar there for everybody. Make sure you check it out. Log on that Insta and hit the likes. Make sure you boost her numbers there. That's what it's all about. Girlfriend, don't forget Banana Foster 512s.
Oh yeah, 100%. Give me that bottle and I got you. I'm excited to do this one.
Oh, we're gonna bring you a bottle. We got to get Pat a bottle because now that it's shut up, who?
You're popular. I told you.
No. It was something else. Hey, we are going to get that set up. Nothing but love, girlfriend.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me again.
Get some sleep. What do you mean? You got your own banner. We have to have you. We have to. I mean, if I didn't have the banner and all that stuff, hey, much love. We will check you soon, my friend.
Sounds good. See you guys.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, thank you.
And just like that. Welcome. Oh, shit. Look at that, Shay. You got me messed up. Welcome to the VooDoo Chef podcast. Pat, what is going on, man?
Another day of paradise over here.
How about those flipping macarons, right?
They were amazing. I mean, I didn't expect the bourbon one. I mean, I had to text my wife here in the middle. I'm like, hey, you might want to come get these. If you don't, I might not have any by the end of this podcast tonight here for you.
I'm going to tell you, Shay, I know you're still watching Cotton Candy with some Pop Rocks in there. Fuck.
I mean, I was just looking at the.
Why are you making that face? Wait, why are you making that face? I'm watching it in the green room going like, really, dude, you're going to make me stoop? I'm just saying. I'm a 52-year-old. I'm the best third grade 52-year-old man you're ever going to meet. I'm a 16-year-old trapped in a 52-year-old man's body. Is that what it's saying is?
Well, I guess we'll find out at the end of the night. It's trivia.
No, I'll be crashing here. Oh, yeah, fuck off. I'm still undefeated. All right, we got Stephen West checking in. Stephen, what's going on? Your Chamberlain video is coming. More importantly, I'm going to see you for lunch tomorrow, my friend. Paul Compton, what's going on? We can't wait to see you at golf as well. Guys, please remember, let us know where you're checking in from. More importantly, let us know what you're drinking. We talked to Shay for a long time. We got to get rocking and rolling here. We're about 3 minutes behind. Mm-hmm. So, Pat, I was going to talk all about our past 2 weeks, but I am like super excited to chat with our boy Chad. So we're going to get a little video ready here to show you guys. And then we're going right to my pal Chad to talk all things rock and roll because, I'm just I fangirl out every time. And, I talked to Chad on the phone, right? Chad's like, dude, man, the voodoo magic's awesome. And we have a conversation like normal human beings. And then it pops in my head. This motherfucker was on stage with fucking Zach Wilde. Holy goddamn, you're a badass bitch, dude. John Purd's checking in. Yeti Mafia Barbecue, Palm Harbor, Florida. Basil Hayden Bourbon. Okay, does anybody know what that means?
Yeah,
Pat,
it's a solid bourbon. I do. Yeah, it's a solid bourbon. First one I actually got started drinking a couple years ago.
Well,
bourbon.
But it's like Coca-Cola. It's like when you ask for ketchup. If they bring me anything, I'm not even going to call the other people by name. If they bring me anything other than Heinz ketchup, I just ain't eating it. I'm just that guy. Yep. And you know how I feel about the bourbon.
Absolutely.
If they're going to bring me anything other than that Jack logo, I just don't know. All right. So, hey, we had a busy 2 weeks and, we were out doing a lot of stuff. We're going to check it out right now. We're going to click in and check out a little bit of the party that we had with, I think, everybody sharing. It's about 512.
You ready to get it on? Nope. Here's the Heinz ketchup. Here's the Tampa Bay. Much love, Tom. Oh, here we are. Here with my friend Adrian Gang, Chef Adrian Gang from Below Deck, toasting a little 512. All right, now I told you how amazing this is, right?
You did.
Here we go. You know, proper brand placement. Ready? All right, guys. Look, you know, normally I'm on the rocks with the lime. This is so smooth and so amazing. We can drink it and eat. Congratulations, Chef, for coming out today. Thanks for all your success. We're here with season 8 finalist, Master Chef, my buddy, Chef Jeff Philbin. Jeff, what's going on?
What's up, everybody? How we doing over here?
Jeff, man, I gotta get you to taste the new 512 tequila.
Dude, tequila's the biggest thing right now, man.
Dude, this is rockstar. Wait till you taste this. You know me, on the rocks with the lime. Dude, this tequila, we drink straight.
Damn, that looks good. Smells fantastic.
Hey, homie, here's the season 8 finalist, Master Chef, Jeff Philbin. Here's all the booties out there. Here's the Pig Jake. Most importantly, 512 Tampa Bay.
Boom. That's nice.
Wow.
That's smooth.
Man, there ain't nothing better. I love the vanilla hint. Oh my God. Booties. We've got my favorite pitmaster, but don't tell anybody because you know he's from Kansas City. Go Bucks. And you know what? We've got my macaroni dealer in the house, Shay Sweets. All right, guys, you know, I've been talking about this on the podcast for just a couple days, but I promised you, here we go, a little 512. 512. No additives, no preservatives, triple filtered. And guys, here's the Tampa Bay right here, right? How is that? Super smooth. Come on in tight. Come on in tight, you know? Put that right out there. Hey, booties, make sure you follow my boy Derek Wally, my girl Shay Sweets, and as always, VooDoo Chef 13. See, since if it's not enough, you think it's all rock stars, but you know what? The real rock stars right here, the booties, who just do it because it's the right thing to do. I'm sitting here with my friend Sarah Ramirez. Look at that, I said it right. I said it, you know, I messed it up so many times, but we try, you know, we try. We've been talking about 512 for a hot minute. Are you ready to try it on for size? You say when. Oh, she's a lightweight, homie. You notice the bottle keeps getting lighter and lighter. Hey, you know what? We've been doing this all day. We're here for Neptune. It's the right thing to do. But this one's for Tampa Bay, right? She's got to go. See you soon. Bye.
Hi, Hugh Jasshole here. You can call me Mr. Jasshole, or you can call me Hugh Jasshole. I would really appreciate it. So everyone's heard the joke about the horse that walked into the bar and goes up to the bartender, and the bartender says, "Why the long face?" Well, one time I went into a bar and went up to the barmaid, and the barmaid looked at me and said, "Hey, nice long dick." Ha ha! Hey, by the way, have a good evening and fuck off!
What the fuck? Chad, is he from Chad? Did you do that?
Did I do what?
That guy, is he your buddy?
Yeah, we kick it all the time.
Who the hell took over our podcast, dude? Chad,
Oh, that wasn't yours?
No, bro.
Oh, I don't know what that was.
Well, stay still in the green room. We're gonna get to the Chad Szeliga. What is going on, my man?
All I want to know is how hammered were you after that?
dude, I was rock star, man. And it's really funny because so I'm working that day and I take the bottle and I'm like, all right, we're not drinking until 5 o'clock because we had a 4-hour event we had to do. 1 hour into the event, I'm like, this is going smooth. We're good. Let's go. So I go around, and about the time I get to the last person, I'm like, if I poured one drink for them and one drink for me, that means I drank half the bottle. So I get back to the front, and my daughter's there, and she goes, Poppy, you haven't eaten anything all day. Please eat. And I was like, God, I need that right now. And then we opened the second bottle and went and did it all again. So it was a busy night, my man.
Well, that's good.
Dude, thanks for coming in, man.
Dude, thanks for having me. I'm a fan.
Dude, I'm the one that's fangirling out. So,
No, dude. I mean, literally from mutual friends of the previous band I played with, I'm so glad we got to meet that way, because when you gave me the first VooDoo Chef rub, dude, it was a hit of my daughter's graduation, or actually not graduation, her go away to it's called Semester at Sea, and everyone was just like, dude, I don't know where you got these rubs. And I was like, just go to VooDooChef.com.
you know, dude, that's awesome, and I love you for that. But I want to talk about that because, you know, we met at a distillery. We met mutual friends who were playing in a band, and we all connected up at the distillery. And you know, the powers that be, they're all moving around doing what they do. You, me, and Kevin just stood back. I was drinking bourbon. You guys.
Yeah, I don't drink. I watched.
We just sat there cutting up the whole time, dude, and it was a fucking blast. And I felt honored to be one of the guys. You know, I mean, when you're in a band, you know, it's a family. It's a brotherhood, and it's a marriage. And so for you guys to invite me in and let me be part for that short window, it was just absolutely amazing. And then you and I just kept connected, and through that experience, I really started digging in and realizing, oh shit, this guy's a fucking rock star. Like, dude, you're a fucking rock star.
I'm just blessed.
So let's talk about this, dude. And for the record, you did not give me a card that says I play drums, motherfucker. Those are my words.
That was pretty funny, though.
But it very well could be your card, right?
I used to have an email called I suck at drums at gmail.com.
Which is so far from true. So let's go back past when we met. When I was introduced to you, it was like on the sly, Freddie's going, yeah, dude, Chad used to play with Breaking Benjamins. And I was like, I know that name. 90s, right?
I'm sorry?
That was the 1990s?
No, early 2005.
Oh,
when I got into the band,
but still,
late 2005.
Still an old man, so kind of a little young for me. That was. I'm still listening to Kiss. I mean, let's be real. So, but I know who you are, and I know you're all over the radio, and I know you guys are killing it. And so I'm like, holy shit! And tell us first and foremost. Let's go way back. Little itty bitty Chad. Tell me about the drums. How did it come about?
I always say, you know, you don't pick it, it picks you, kind of thing. I was definitely in a blessed family that was musically talented. My grandfather played with Tommy Dorsey in the big band area. Yeah. And then my mom, she was going to play for the Cleveland Orchestra being a flautist, but she had me, so I kind of screwed that up. And my dad just tinkered around the drums, but I remember at like 2-3 years old, he showed me how to play the Indigada Vita drum solo. And basically just like being around that family and always listening to music, I just gravitated towards drums. My father was a big role model for me when I was younger to be like on drums. Never took lessons, never had a career, just I looked up to him. He was a huge fan of Cream. With Ginger Baker, he had that kind of style about him. And about 3 years later, I got better than my father. So they knew I was going to be a drummer. And then, I kind of got arrogant in my teens, never practiced, and I got humbled really quick and found out there's way better drummers. Every time there's something better than you. And then I just saw a friend of mine named Chris McCoy. My mom was a music teacher at this time. And this is right when I was about in ninth grade. And she did this thing for school where she gets all these schools together and they perform. And then one of the high school bands performs. And my mom said, you could be as good as that drummer if you practice. And then it just came right there. And I never stopped ever since that. And 8 hours a day practice.
Holy cow. And, I bet there's a lot of people out there, and I don't know what's going on with my audio, so I'm going to apologize. But I bet there's a lot of people out there who, and we talk about this in our industry, chefs seem to pop up overnight. And how many people, when you popped up on the scene, were like, oh man, that guy got lucky. Who the fuck is he? Forgot all about those 8 hours a day that you've been putting in. I mean, does that happen in your industry as well?
Yay and nay. I mean, there's haters, for sure, but I've been super blessed to have a really great fan base. And, a lot of people, I was already in a band called Switch in my early 20s that was signed, and we did pretty well, but nothing to the degree of when I got the Breaking Bang gig. Excuse me. And so when I did the first song called Diary of Jane, people called me up and they're like, yo, are you on drums? I'm like, yeah, I didn't even tell anyone I got the gig yet. They're like, I knew it. I knew it was you. I could just tell by your style. I knew you were going to do something. So a lot of people knew because I was driven and I sacrificed a lot. Like I didn't go to high school parties. I actually had a friend of mine that I was in marching band with, trying to give advice to his son. And he was like, dude, I remember the days we were in marching band, halftime show, you were gone and you were at a gig. And then after the gig, I would go see my drum teacher play a bebop gig. And that was every weekend. My parents would take me. So, the moral of that is if you're determined and you sacrifice enough and you want it as bad as you possibly can, you'll achieve it.
And we try to preach that on our end as well. It takes that hard work, and it comes from that desire. And if you
and it also takes the falls. I mean, look at Michael Jordan. He got cut in his high school year. Imagine the coach, how he's living that for the rest of his life. But if I was Michael Jordan, I'd send him a pair of shoes every Christmas and be like, thank you. Because if it wasn't for you to kick my butt, I wouldn't be the Michael Jordan I am today. So learning from your failures are not failures. They're just little stepping stones to your greatness of your career. I think chefs and musicians share the same bond. We have art. We get very attached to the art. And when someone has their opinion, it hurts, because it's like all this time you put into this and no one appreciates it. That hurts because art is such a close thing to our soul. So I think we all share the same kind of bond of the artistic part of that. Plus, you're a musician too, so you kind of can play on both sides of the fence.
Watch what you say. I think it's funny that you make that comment because I asked Freddie and Richie to come down and talk to the students at the school. And they're like, what am I going to talk about? And I'm like, just that. We're going to talk about how getting into the career and being an artist, it's not always the most looked at or favorable career by people around us. But if it's your passion and you stick to it, you'll be able to succeed. And we make that correlation between musicians and chefs, and we make it between artists and chefs, and it's the reality. And you got to stay true to your craft. And if you're able to do that, you're going to come out on the top side.
And you can't allow jealousy or the haters to knock you down. Remember, everything is an opinion. If someone says I'm the best drummer in the world, that's an opinion. You can't really prove it. So the person that is my competition is me.
All right. Dude, you need to come on a Zoomcast and talk to our kids because you and I sing the same language. You just got to be 1% better than you were yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, my nemesis is myself. I mean, the competition, here's the thing. Who's the best chef? There's no such thing. Because I always say we're blessed equally, just differently. Well, obviously you are the best chef.
Dude, I'm busting balls. What you're saying is true.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like the girl you just had on. That was delicious. Some person might be like, oh my God, this is horrible. She should not allow that.
Those are the best macarons ever, dude.
Right. But what I'm saying is somebody's going to say they're awful. But you know what I'm saying? Someone's going to say they're awful, and that might hurt her. But you always got to understand, you can't impress everybody. The goal is, but don't be defeated that you can't.
That's
impress
a true
yourself.
Story. And as artists or the musician or the chef, we look for that instant gratification. We want them to take that bite and go, oh my God. Or we want to play that song and see them bang in their head. And we want that. Just so you know, Shay, because Shay's still in the green room. If anybody looks at you and says your macarons aren't the best, Pat and I will take care of them.
But hey, that's what I'm saying. It's like she probably worked so hard back and forth trying different recipes. And then she found out this is what I'm good at. And now that's her strength. It could have been her weakness. And there could have been coaches and chefs and everyone saying that's horrible. And then she cried. And then she pulled up her bootstraps and said, you know what? This is what I got to do.
Chad, are you stalking her? Because that happened.
Oh, really?
I don't know, dude. I'm busting it, man. But that happens to all of us. There's two types of people in this world. People who are humble and those that need to be humble. And what happens is, you learn. Once you start believing your own hype, somebody's got to knock you down. And that's when you start getting that, we call it fails. We call it being humbled. My buddy Rich Hales calls it failing forward. But it's learning from those failures that make us stronger.
I mean, I've learned.
Wait. Shay just private chatted me, and I don't even know how to fucking do that. And she should have known better. She should have just put it in the chat. Because I'm going to say it. My mentor made me cry every day for 6 months.
But look where she is now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
taking names.
That's the proof in the pudding. But like, dude, I can't tell you how many bands I've played with over my years, and everyone has something to say. And you can take it to the heart, but it also creates a thick skin. And then you start realizing there's a lot of jealousy in our fields.
Yeah.
And no one wants to see you become the greatest at anything. You know what I'm saying? So I look at everything as a football team. at a time when I played with weapons, we were a football team, you know, and if we all work together, we're going to win the Super Bowl. If we all fight with each other and go, well, you get more respect than I do, and I'm the one that makes the band sound good. What does that even mean? You know, like when people get publishing, it's like, well, I wrote everything. I'm like, well, you should. You're the singer and the guitar player. I played the drums. That's what I do. Do you pay someone for whiskey?
Well, no.
Exactly. So imagine how stupid that sounds. Well, I whisked, so I should get a percentage of. No, we all do it equally.
Absolutely.
So we're all a team, and whatever gets us to the finish line, it doesn't matter if we get there tomorrow or a year from now. We just got to keep pushing on.
You know, dude, I love your vibe. You and I talk, you know, mostly by text, and mad love for checking in on us during Ian and all that stuff. That meant a lot to me.
Yeah. Dude, I was in Key West.
I know
playing.
you were driving to Key West. You probably got a hit harder than we did.
It was gnarly. It was the first hurricane.
I'm like, we're good, man. No hurricane here. What about you?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm all right. How about you guys?
Hey, I got to fangirl out, man, because so you played with Switch, you ended up in Ben, but then you went and played with Zach. God, what is that? What was that like, dude?
I mean, I've said this countless times. He was one of my probably most recognized guy I've ever played with. Now, Breaking Ben sold more records, but
Right.
Zach Wild, you say Zach Wild. I mean,
Yeah.
You say Ozzy, Zach Wild, Black Label Society, Pride and Glory, list goes on and on. Everyone knows who Zach Wild is. And when I played with him, he was one of the most humbled musicians I've ever played for. And the nicest, would give his shirt off his back for you.
And how long was that gig?
I did it for about 3 years. And then I played with Scott Stapp for a year, and that kind of ended quick.
Yeah. Who's he?
The dude from Creed?
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Why do I confuse him and Miles Kennedy? Is that a safe confusion?
Yeah, I like Miles Kennedy.
Yeah, one of them's good and the other one's not. I'm kidding.
No, I mean Scott's great. He did what he did for Creed, but Miles Kennedy is just a a different kind of animal, man. That guy is
man, absolutely
a brutal force.
And I actually saw him not too long ago. It was amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
So you've played everywhere. Tell me your favorite gig you've ever played.
I really like the Gorge.
Tell me what the Gorge is.
In Washington. It overlooked, I think it was Ozfest that I did. It overlooks the mountains, almost like a kind of a Grand Canyon look. And the stage is right there, like right there. It's almost scary, like you could fall off, kind of scary. But the scenery and the vibe was just breathtaking.
And which band were you with at the
time? I think I was with Switch, and I think I've done it with Breaking Ben there too.
You think? That's funny.
I think so. Yeah.
The reason I say that is, you know, to me, it's like I played here, I played there. You know, it's like whatever we can do. It's your job. It's your job.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because I never want to make it feel like I punch in and punch out. You know, like not many people can take their tie off and go, man, I love my job. So every place I've played has something dear to inside my heart because I did everything sober, so I remember a lot, of the times that I've had over my career. I might forget like a place or this or that with what bands because I've played it numerous times. But it's always like when I step on that stage, even to this day, I play like it's my last day to live. So it doesn't matter if I'm playing in front of 20 people or 20,000. People are people.
Chad, so why should it be that you and I get along so awfully? Hey, you said something. You said I did it sober. Was there a time you weren't sober?
I wouldn't consider like I had a really bad drinking problem, but I did my fair share for a year drinking with the guys in Switch, and I did about a year straight. And I just, what it really comes down to, it, dude, is like when you're signing autographs and you're smoking a cigarette and you're doing a shot or this in front of a kid, it puts a perception in his mind to be like you. So I try to be a straight role model and not smoke a cigarette in front of the kids or drink alcohol. And it was myself and God just like putting me in check and going, I can take this from you any day.
Now, you wouldn't say you're straight edge, would you?
I mean, I vape, but this is like C3 penises, penis. It's nothing manly about this. But also, I've been drinking a lot of Circle Water.
What is Circle Water?
Dude, they're from Tampa, and I'm trying to get endorsed by them, and they were looking at my followers and all that. They're like, yeah, when you start getting more likes and more views and all that, we'll definitely talk. I'm like, dude, I could pitch this. It's basically these pods. Let me show you. These pods come out, and this is a 32-ounce water bottle, and you fill it up with water, and you can get about 6 of these, and it's flavored, but there's no sugars, no calories, it's gluten-free, and there's like hydration ones, energy ones, just ones like teas and stuff. But if you don't like to drink water, which I know it sounds bad, I don't drink a lot of water. Now I drink a ton of water because of Circle.
So I'm on their site right now.
Dude, if you don't drink water, you will drink a ton of it. You will drink a ton of it, I promise you, because it's flavored. So you can get they have blueberry, raspberry, teas, coffees, energy drink ones, but it's all like organic kind of stuff. It's not like, all the preservatives and all the stuff that's in energy drinks. Like I was scared because I was drinking in Key West on stage. I'm like, I do not want to have 32 ounces 6 times of that of an energy drink. I'll be wanting to play Slipknot on stage. And my wife's like, no, it doesn't have that. It's vitamin B12.
And you said they're from Tampa.
Yeah.
So I'm on their page, and I'm on their about page, and it doesn't say anything about being from Tampa. But we're gonna work on this tomorrow.
I'm telling you, dude.
Do they have a Jack Daniel's flavor pod?
They probably would for you.
Dude, I love what you do, man. It's absolutely amazing.
I love what you guys do. I mean, I think, dude, we're all similar, right? We all started a corporation. I'm my own entity. You are your own entity. And when you first did the first rubs, they probably sold. Now they're starting to really take off. And it's just word on the street. Remember, word on the street, not Facebook, not Instagram. Word on the street is more important than that crap on the social media.
But we'll go ahead and take this opportunity right now on all our platforms to let you know that you can find all of our products at VooDooChef.com.
I'm old school.
But you are, dude. Your brand is a little different. You know, your brand comes from what you're doing with the skins and hitting the ears. Mine comes from the guys having to have it in their hands, and you know we gotta, and then they gotta have the
Yeah.
skill to do what they do with it. You know, not
But we
everybody
got to
can
treat
be.
it. We got to treat it like if an EMP hit us any day now, and all our technology goes away. Everyone on YouTube will cry. Everyone on Instagram will feel worthless because they don't have a number over their head to show what they're like. Me,
Dude,
I'll be
people
just
would
fine.
flip.
I'll play Candy Crush. Well, probably I can't because the EMP wiped out our technology. I'll just
What
drum.
the fuck's an EMP?
Electric magnetic pulse. It can wipe the grid. And they're going to be like, what am I going to do? I don't know how to promote. Well, guess what? God gave you 2 feet. Go to the mall, make a flyer,
Pass
print
them
it, and pass it out.
out.
See, the problem with our social media is we don't interact face to face. And they don't get to meet who you really are. Now that you have a podcast, you're like, yo, this guy's cool as shit. I think I'm going to go buy some stuff just because he's cool. With social media, they don't really get to interact with you. Yeah, you can text and this and that, but meeting face to face and people to see, like you and I, when we first met, we would have never had that bond if I would have just said, hey, man, I'm a huge fan.
Well, you know, we were on the same wavelength thinking right away. We just sit there and we're sharing back and forth, and it was amazing. But what I hate about the internet, doing what I do, working with kids all day, every day, and for 20 years, probably 25% of that time with social media at its height, you know, kids are seeing the best part of someone's day. And they're thinking that that's the norm. You know, somebody takes one little
Correct.
picture or they take 40 pictures. Not me, I don't do that. They take 40 pictures to get that one shot, and then they put it out there, and then somebody else is looking at that going, oh my God, they're perfect. I want to be like that. But, you know, to quote Ice-T, talking about the Brady Bunch, shit ain't like that.
No, that's why people love Ron Jeremy.
I don't know who that is.
Well, used to like Ron Jeremy because he was the typical porn star that was obese, hairy, and it was the norm. It was some jack dude that like oils his chest. Oh.
Oh.
Maybe you do in the mirror, but what I'm trying to say is I want to see a woman like my wife looks gorgeous without makeup. A lot of these women look like they hit the ugly tree in every branch on the way down without makeup.
That's why they got to cover it up, homie.
That's bad publicity.
They're selling the wrong package.
That's like going to a car dealer, go to a dealership, and the guy's like, yeah, man, it runs great. Then you drive it off and the muffler falls out. Yeah, it looked great on the lot until you took it for some test drives.
You rode that bitch through the car wash.
Right. And then the paint started coming off.
Oh man, we got my education guru, Miss Liz Ann Ippolito, checking in. The woman with the best body language in the world. It was amazing today, but I can't share that story. But I will say something. You know, we live in a world being artists, if we will. We want to get better every day. You know, when you're doing your rudiments, when you go out and play a gig, you know, you're not sitting there saying, well, let me fucking work my paradiddle here or my, you know, whatever fucking rudiment you do. That's about as far as I go. And when you're doing that, Phil, and, you know, you're not doing, it's just a feel at that point. But you had to go through those rudimentary exercises at the beginning to get to that point. And then once you play that song and you record that song, and you correct me if I'm wrong, You go back and you listen to it and you analyze and you self-reflect. I should have done this, but if I did that, it would have been better. Oh my God, the bass was doing that. Had I just slid up on the back end, maybe I should have backed off because the guitar player was on fire right there. And in my industry, I do the same thing. As a chef, the dish is always progressing. We make the dish and we got it, we taste it like, fuck, it needs this. And that may come 3 weeks down the road, but it happens. And we always want to perform and get better. I now work in the world of education where people think status quo is the fucking norm. They don't, I know what I do. Don't fucking touch me. Fuck off. Get better. We're dealing with the most important ingredient there is. Children.
We're perfectionists.
Our future. Fucking grow the fuck up. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll get off my soapbox.
No, you're allowed to have your rant. Oh, hey, by the way, do you hear that? It's the Wambulance. So it's like this. My rudiments are your guys' measuring. Now, you don't. At first, it was a learning curve. Now you don't think twice. You know exactly what it needs, and all you do is make your dishes.
That's it, man.
I do the same thing. I had to practice rudiments all day long, but I don't think about it anymore. They're tools.
Right, but that doesn't mean you don't think about getting better. You don't think about what I could have done different. You don't think how I could have enhanced the song more. And that's
every day. Even if the Breaking Ben stuff I listen to, I'm like, man, I could have played this better. Or we all mature. Hopefully we all mature and go, I don't need to do this anymore. I was young and dumb. That's the thing of growth, is when you can admit you were wrong.
It goes back to our failure. If you're resting on your laurels and you're afraid to fail, you're never going to move forward. You believe your own hype, and when you believe your own hype, somebody needs to humble your ass and wake you up.
It's like a fighter. The best fighters are the ones that got their butt beat in fights because they know what it feels like to lose.
Learn from it.
And they learn from it, and then they don't lose again.
Oh, man. Dude, I'm going to tell you, I could do this. You need to be a reg on this bitch because you and I speak the same language. And
dude,
Heather,
my wife's been saying you need to start a podcast. I was like,
oh my goodness. I'm gonna let's schedule a conversation this weekend.
Cooking with the tools. Yep.
Like legit. Listen, when we run all the little bullshit, oh my God, the podcast is over. Don't go off. Stay on. Because I want to talk off live.
Yeah.
Now that I told everybody we're going to do that, I don't care.
But I'm a fan of your stuff. From the day I met you, I told Freddie, I was like, that is the coolest guy. And out of everything I've done in my life as a musician, I've never had a chef make a burger for me with my name on it.
Yours had the pierogies on it, man. Well, when it comes to background,
I thought it was one of the most touching things that you would take the time for each person in the band to come up with something so genius like that. And that was, I mean, I'm not saying this because we're on a podcast. I say this. You are genuinely a great guy. You take care of students because you know what it's like. And, it's like we're older, so we feel like we're telling the dad story. We walked up a mile up the hill barefoot in a foot of snow. But we really did. And we don't want those kids to learn that way. But we also are teachers, so we got to teeter-totter. We can't just completely scream at them. And we can't compliment them. We got to kind of be on that pendulum where it's like, I want them to think I'm a cool boss or a teacher, but I also want them to go, okay, listen here, Grasshopper. You don't know everything. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I blew up your head.
Take the pebble from my hand. You
Yeah.
know, I don't care if any of them like me, and I tell them that all the time. I don't give a fuck if you like me, but you sure as fuck respect me when you walk
Well,
out of
you
here.
are so passionate in teaching, and you're so passionate in just the art itself, that if some jackass doesn't appreciate it, and you see talent, it's like you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink it.
Damn straight.
And I'm sure
It's like,
you've seen a lot of great chefs in your time, and they just effed it up.
absolutely, for one reason or another. And you know what else I see? And this is back to my soapbox. I see a lot of great teachers who want to be so self-absorbed that they don't think they have any room for improvement. And fuck you, get better.
If you don't think you have room for improvement, quit.
Fucking A. Hey, let me show you one more thing. We're talking about Freddie, who introduced us. Do you see that right there? Does that look familiar?
I can't. Oh, the
Over
guitar?
the
He gave you a guitar?
and it may or may not be autographed on the back, man. You know, we got room right there by my kiss sign for a Chad Szeliga snare or something. I'm just saying.
I gotta send you something.
Do you like that? You know who talks the same talk as you and I?
Huh?
Kevin. Kevin and
Yeah,
I were on
Hickman.
the phone one day talking about education, and dude, just another solid guy. You know, all the weapon guys, solid guys, man.
Yeah, they're all great guys. I mean, Kevin's a good dad. He
And
has
that's what I like most.
a daughter that he really puts first. You know, he's humbled himself many times.
That makes him the real rock star right there, dude.
Yeah,
Putting that
if
first.
you could put your kids first, my heart definitely goes out to you over talent.
Hey, I could do this all night. I need you to stay on
Here,
because I want
I'll
to
show you something cool.
What's that?
I'll show you
I
something.
love your. Are you in a like studio room?
I'm in my man cave.
Are those van seats that you're sitting in?
No, it's my couch.
Oh, they look like.
How do I change the cam? Is it
Yeah,
this
you're
way?
asking me, dude. Patrick, how does he change a cam? Looking like a terrorist over there. Your
I don't know if
beard's
you can on
coming
there.
in big, dude.
All right.
There, dude. Oh, look at the dean. What is? Oh, look at that, Breaking Benjamin.
It won't focus, but
Look at that. What is that? Platinum?
yeah. And this is platinum.
I hope there's some mailbox money that comes with those platinum records.
I wish. And then one of my fans, Kurt,
Look at that.
penciled this.
Holy
I
shit.
mean, this is massive, dude. It's
That's
like
beautiful.
65 inches. And then that's where I'm at.
Look at
It's
that.
like
That's beautiful.
kits. This is my kit. I'm playing with this band called Turning the Tide, top 40 band. And all my cymbals are at his house, but we just got done playing at Sloppy Joe's at Key West. But this is my
I saw it live. Can everybody else see that live?
you can kind of see this. But my dad and I built this snare shelf.
That's beautiful. Just the whole
And
room,
then
dude.
all this is memorabilia of bands I toured with. Obviously Black Label, 3 Days Grace.
Holy shit.
My drum DVD. A guy named Mag who does Punk Your Chucks. He designs Chuck Taylors. Did my album, well, my DVD cover, and it's my brain, and it's all my endorsements. Tell me how
that's
genius that is. One of my first Breaking Ben. This was on Jay Leno.
Look at that. Who makes your drum kits?
I had a company called Head First back in the day, and then they're no longer. So I just go through like Evans or a guy named Casey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, he's my neighbor.
I know. He's such a great
Awesome,
drummer, great person, and really good at designing kick drum heads, so I go through him now.
He is the current drummer for Queensryche, and they're out on tour right now, opening up for Judas Priest. Look at that. Now, did you tour with them? Right? You toured with them.
Yeah. Here's something just to give you food for thought. When you look up to somebody and they say you never want to meet the person you look up to in your field, right?
Right.
Well, there's one of my favorite drummers who got me to drum the way I drum, him and Stuart Copeland and Tony Williams. His name is Greg Bisonet. He played for David Lee Roth, Skyscraper, right? This is his printout of my drum DVD he was in of I Will Not Bow to jam with me on my DVD, and he charted it out.
Dude, that's badass.
And then this one here, you barely can see it, but it's a girl named Crystal Bowers, Sox from American Idol, and I had the pleasure to play with Billy Joel's band and the bass player of Ted Nugent on some of her tracks.
Dude, that's awesome.
And then Judas Priest. Yeah. And then Guns N' Roses.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah, so, when people make sacrifices.
We lost him. Technology. Hey, while we're trying to get Chad back, we're going to take a quick look at our boy, Mr. Casey Grillo.
So, hey, I'm Casey Grillo. I play drums with Queensryche, and I love VooDoo Chef. It's amazing stuff. My wife and I cook with it all the time. Thank you, VooDoo Chef.
Dude, you missed it. You're back, though. You're like the 80s. You're back.
I'm back. I'm back with the vengeance. What I was trying to say was all the hard work is all those things. There's nothing you can pay for that. It's just all the hard work you put in and all the sacrifices you do. And to this day, I can be better than I was last year.
Absolutely. Dude, you know what I like? You're walking around showing that stuff off, not like, hey, look at me. That's stuff hanging in your room that's memorabilia to you. You're like, check this shit out, man. I got to meet these guys. I got to play with these guys. Look at this guy. He did this for me. I look up to this guy, and he's doing it for me. And you know what? That just speaks volumes to who you are. And Sean Fleener says it best. What a great dude. How down to earth he is. And dude,
thank you.
Mad love, man.
I think that's the most important thing we want to leave Earth with is not just our talent, but our personality. And I have plenty of that, let me tell you.
Hey, you got plenty of personality, but I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think you have what it takes to be smarter than the VooDoo Chef podcast team? Because you know what time it is now, homie?
What time is it?
It's time for some VooDoo games, my friend.
You have VooDoo games?
Dude, you are in trouble. Welcome to the podcast, our good buddy, Chef Dane. Dane, what's going on, man?
How's it going, brother?
What's up?
Chad, take your phone and go like this.
Is that the game already? Did I win?
You win. Dude,
that's easy.
Every week we play a game and we invite people in. Dane's been coming in for about the past 3 or 4 weeks. And sometimes we do a little trivia. Sometimes we do dad jokes. But tonight we're playing Are You Smarter Than the VooDoo Chef podcast team, which really means 5th grader. but TM, we're not allowed to say that. So I hope you're ready, my friend. And we didn't prep you for this at all, I know. And Dane's ready. Dane's been studying. Look at him. He's got his game face
If you're
on.
gonna ask me how much stuff to bake a cake, might have to go on Google, but I might lose you.
Well, the rules are real simple. So Patrick is the keeper of all VooDoo games, and Patrick will ask us a question. And the category is, are you smarter than the VooDoo Chef podcast team, 5th grader? So I'm assuming he'll tell us the category that we're playing, whether it's English, math, history, science, and then he will read a question. And if you think you know the answer, you simply shout out your name. So Chad, that means you will yell Chad. Now, if Patrick hears your name first, he'll call upon you, and at that time you'll have the chance to answer the question. If you answer right, you will receive 1 point. The person with the most points at the end of the game
gets all the rubs. I like that. Let's do it. Okay.
Well, we'll be named the winner. And just so you know, the winner of tonight's VooDoo games may have the opportunity to have their name entered into a drawing where they may be selected to have the chance to win a prize that may be named at a later date. Chad, are you ready?
I'm ready for this.
Tell me the stakes
I will
of
get
those.
to show that I don't read books, but let's do this.
He ain't even playing. He's like, let's go, motherfuckers. All right. Hey, before we go, Chad, is there any place? I know we talked about social media and not your game. Is there any place people can follow you to learn about what you're doing and what's going on?
Yeah, I have a new group called Turning the Tide, and it's Turning the Tide Band on Facebook, and they can see all our dates. And yeah, check that out. And then they can go to my Instagram, Chad Szeliga. It sounds like a disease in the throat. It's SZELIGA. And same thing with Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, I'm putting it in the chat here now, guys.
Thank
so
you.
can go find it. Make sure you check him out. Throw the hearts, throw the likes. Tell him VooDoo sent you.
Or you just come to my house. It's already 5 for... No, I'm joking.
I'm coming, homie. I'm coming.
You should.
We're from the same part of the world. So, actually, I lie. Born and raised in Florida, but my family is from PA. So, you know.
You're always welcome here if you ever stop over.
Same, homie. All right. So, Patrick, are you ready for the chance to have your name entered into a drawing where you may be selected to have the chance to win a prize that may or may not be named at a later date? Are you, Dane? What's going on, buddy?
How you doing, Chef? Good to see you.
He's serious, man. He's ready. He goes, 2 weekends ago. We were
Hey, is there a
No, I'm
handicap here? You know all these guys, so
So, for the record, Patrick, have I been privy to anything else other than me saying, let's play Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader tonight?
Nothing at all. I've read all the questions late this afternoon.
So just so you know, Chad, every week Pat says, what's trivia about? 1 week, I don't even remember because it depends on who we have on. I'll say, Dahlia, if you want in, let me know. We got time to get Dahlia in here, don't we? Let's just go ahead and send her the link real quick.
I just say we play paper, rock, scissors. We'll do the Chevy Chase National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation games.
What's that?
Guess the number.
4.
1 out of 10. 5. Wrong. Damn.
So every week, Pat, we have a guest on. And like, let's say my friend, my coffee expert was on, Jody Stanley. We would definitely not be playing coffee, but we might mess with her and say, let's do soda pop trivia. So we're doing beverage, and Patrick will come up with soda pop trivia. I have no clue what the questions are, but I do know the topic. I know nothing about the topic when we do Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader, other than we're playing Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? And all of these questions are from 5th grade or lower, which means we really are going to look like some dumb motherfuckers here in a hot minute. Except Dane. Look at
2
Dane.
plus
Dane.
2, 6. Damn, I got it wrong again.
Hey, what's the hardest time measurement to play?
Is this a question? Chad.
No, I wait for Dalia to come in. What's the hardest time signature to play for you?
4.
No.
Common time. It's the hardest one because not many people can do it good.
How do you feel about the song?
It's just counting, like, 6/8.
I can't do that one.
Okay, so real quick, this won't be the VooDoo games, but I'll win this one. But 6/8, 6 up top, it tells you how many notes, quarter notes, in the measure. Then it starts over. The bottom 8 is telling you that quarter note is getting an 8th note count. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, and so on. So if you do 12, you could count it in 6, 6 times 2, so 2 6s. But it's where you hit the 1 to start the bar over.
So let's talk about Daly. I see you in the room. You're coming in 2 seconds, but I got to finish this thought with Chad. Scale of 1, and let's do this quick, Chad. Rapid fire. Charlie Watts, scale of 1 to 10.
Awesome.
Best song by Charlie Watts.
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
See, mine's Brown Sugar.
Nah, Brown Sugar is good too.
And they fucking cut that from the set.
Honky Tonk Woman is iconic.
No, that's the one I meant. With the cowbell.
You can't take that back. That's VooDoo games right there.
But with the cowbell, right? Dude, COVID.
Okay, here's a trivia. What is the most iconic drum beat of all time?
Ooh.
Led Zeppelin rock and roll. Daly is a rock and roll fan. We're going to bring her in. Daly, most iconic drum beat of all time. Phil Collins, In the Air
We
Tonight.
look like the Brady Bunch, by the way.
Well,
I would say Come Together by the Beatles.
That's a good one, but you ready? We ain't gonna take it.
Yes.
Really?
Boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom. Yeah, it's the most iconic drum beat.
See, I would have gone with Rock and Roll Night by Kiss.
I would have said In the Air Tonight, but
Yeah, that's a good one too.
All right, let's get ready for some VooDoo games because Chad and I still have some off-air business to take care of. And Patrick, I will turn it over to you. Remember, do not answer the question. You will shout out your name, and when you are called upon, you will have the opportunity to answer the question.
is this the last tile we're having into this room, by the way? Or are we having more people come in that we're going to lose?
This is it. This is the last entry. Dalia,
Okay.
meet my friend Chad. Dane, meet my friend Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Dalia,
Hi, guys.
Dalia, are you a big Breaking Benjamins fan?
Yes, I am.
Sorry.
Yes, I am. Yes. Former Breaking
and what
Benjamin, yes.
We'll give you your money back.
He'll divert his mailbox money from the Platinum Records to your mailbox.
Yeah, we're broke back Benjamin now.
Dude, come on. No, stop. No, we're not even going that route. We're not even going that route. All right, Patrick, take over.
All right,
Hurry.
gladly.
Hurry.
All right, so we have 10 questions for tonight. 2 for first grade, 2 for second, 2 for third, so on and so forth, all the way up to 5th grade.
I'm going to eat my foot while we do this.
Our first question of the night is first grade math. The first day of the 20th century was when? The first day. VooDoo.
Oh, wait. I was trying to hit a buzzer.
January 1st, do you have a year?
1901.
That is correct. January 1st, 1901, start of the 20th century. All right, second question. First grade history. Who were the first people in North America?
In North America?
In North America.
North Americans.
I don't think I'm socially able to answer this question. I think Dane called his name.
Oh, Dane, sorry.
The Spanish?
Incorrect. First people in North America.
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
The Tocobaga Indians.
I will take that. That's a very specific one, but so the overall broad answer was Native Americans.
I was gonna say Native Americans. Because if you said Indians, you'd probably be canceled.
I was waiting to see.
No, it's not like we have Columbus Day anymore. We have Indigenous People Day. Why don't we say Native American Day or Indian Day? But then we're celebrating a whole different picture there.
Or why don't we just call it the Guardians Day? As they stole the Indians' name from Cleveland.
Or we could call it the Storm, since we had to get rid of the Chiefs here in Tampa. But you know what? Why don't we just call it the Chad Szeliga Day?
I'm down.
Done.
You just won't be able to pronounce the holiday, but that's good.
Patrick, I must ask. 2 questions in. Can we have a score recap?
I mean, if you really have to, so
Really?
2 points VooDoo. I mean, to be fair, I mean,
I have a handicap. I'm impaired, hearing impaired.
What?
I can't hear that well.
What?
Yeah,
Tony,
that's what my
checking
son
in.
and my daughter are called. What
Checking in.
and
What's
huh?
going on? Hey, Tony, rockstar status, man. Thanks for checking in. Patrick, question number 3. Here we go.
All right, question 3, second grade history. Where did the Olympics originate?
VooDoo.
Greece.
VooDoo.
Damn it.
Greece.
Thanks, Delia.
Whatever, chef. Too much maker's mark for me.
Question number 4 is second grade science. What is H2O also known as?
Delia.
Delia.
I keep raising my hand.
Oh.
I'm already lost the game because I ain't following the instructions right.
All right, question number 5.
Did she get that right? She said Jack Daniels?
I mean, that's your H2O, but
Maker's mark for me.
Too smoky. Hey, Delia, you have to try this on Saturday.
Okay. Ready.
How about you guys all drink right now, and then I might be able to get a question right.
Where you been? Where you been?
I'm drinking Circle. The best.
Tell me about Circle.
The best drink on earth.
All right. Question number 5 is third grade geography. Moving up. What
geography
is the country of France located in?
Dane.
Dane.
Europe.
Oh, wait.
That's correct. All right.
So who won that one?
I wasn't looking at the camera. I'm still reading the question over here. I got 2 different screens going.
I'm live.
All right, question number 6 is third grade math. What is 25 times 3?
VooDoo. 75.
That is correct.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm a drummer.
I'll help you out here, Chad. You ready?
I know rudiments. Ask me
I'm going to help
rudiments.
you out. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Patrick.
All right, question number 7, fourth grade history. The Battle of Gettysburg was fought in which war?
Chad.
Chad.
Chad. I got my own war now?
No, your name was called.
No, you take it. I'm
VooDoo.
under the weather. My brain ain't functioning on cats, green eggs, and ham right now.
And you know what? To be fair, much love for coming in because you did try to call out sick. I was like, dude, come on. Hey, VooDoo.
VooDoo.
We will go with revolutionary.
That is not correct.
Somebody say
That's
civil.
not correct. I thought
Somebody
the
say
same thing.
civil.
Civil.
Delia.
Delia.
Civil. Civil.
Civil. Correct.
Patrick, can we get a score recap?
Oh my god. Sure. So after 7 questions, 4 points for VooDoo, 2 points Delia, 1 point Dane. And Chad is still trying to play.
Fuck off.
I like
Bailey.
being a zero. They're fun.
In our industry, we call that a bagel.
I love them.
You got a bagel. All right, here we go.
Last couple questions here. 4th grade science. What planet is nicknamed the Red Planet?
VooDoo.
Dane.
Delia.
Chad. I said VooDoo.
Who's in?
I heard Dane first. Mars is correct. All right.
How many questions left?
2 more. 5th grade now. Here we go. Last 2.
I had
Come on,
all
Chad.
these questions. I can't even say my damn name.
Keep raising your hand.
The one not drinking.
I'm
Everybody
the
else
one that
has a-
drums. I have 4 different independents going on, and I can't go, Chad. I'm like raising my hand and hitting a fake buzzer.
All right. Question number 9 is 5th grade geography. What is the capital of New Hampshire?
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
Montpelier.
Not correct.
Fuck off.
What did you call it? Mount what?
Montpelier.
That'd be Vermont.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. They're close, though. They're close.
Very close, very small, all the way up in the corner somewhere. Capital of New Hampshire.
Wish I had a tablet right now, but I can't go on Google right now.
That's cheating.
Nah, that's smart.
What?
That's how the world is today. We don't know anything. We just Google it.
You're not cheating. You're not trying.
I am drawing a
How long
blank
till
on
you
this.
call it there, Pat?
I'm just making sure here. So the correct answer is Concord.
Oh, I would never known that.
It's all right. It's all right. All right. So final question.
Do we need a score recap here?
Yep.
Whatever, Chef.
Dane has 2, and Delia has 2. So we're playing for second place now.
Ooh.
Playing for second place, it looks like here. Last
That means
question.
I'm still undefeated?
You are, and by the way, congratulations on your win on Sunday. I don't know if you saw that, or Monday. You were quiet all day about it.
I didn't even know I won. I didn't
Yeah,
even
isn't
know
the goal for us to win the prize that you have to give us, not you win the prize that you have to give yourself?
Well, Chad, let's be fair. Let's be fair. Just so you know, the winner of tonight's VooDoo Games may have the opportunity to have their name entered into a drawing where they may be selected to have the chance to win a prize that could be named at a later date. And so, you know,
Maybe.
if I have all those opportunities come through and the stars align and that red planet of Mars just happens to, I will give it to you.
And the Concord. Yep. Okay.
100%.
Okay.
All right. So last question. 5th grade science has answers to this question. All right. What are the 3 states of matter?
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
Solid liquid mass.
That is incorrect.
Fuck off.
Oh. I'm not gonna
You'd
get
be
that
awesome
joke
on
Unless I
Jeopardy.
misheard
Like,
that last word.
yeah, what do
Correct.
you mean no?
Do I get another chance?
yet.
Unless I misheard that last word, it's incorrect.
There's one you missed.
I feel like now he's looking it up.
No, I know the answer. I
He's looking down
mispronounced
your
the
phone.
last word.
You couldn't pronounce
He
the last
wrote
word.
all the answers on his wrist.
Chad.
I might be a drummer, buddy. but I know
Chad,
these
read your
things.
phone. Read your phone.
Oh, wait a minute.
Read my phone.
You're phoning a friend.
Ah, that's what it is.
Chad.
Chad, what's the answer?
Teaspoon? No. Solid liquid gas.
That would be it. Solid liquid gas, not mass.
Bacon, butter, bourbon.
What are they, Dalia?
Bacon.
Bacon, butter, bourbon. And I'm missing one.
Caffeine and carbs.
There you go. Two. I'm missing two.
Hey, just an amazing VooDoo Chef podcast, Chad. Dalia, Dane, thanks for coming in. Always having fun. Dane, I'll see you. Well, we got another podcast before November 11th, so I'll see you next week, I hope, with Mickey Sudo for some championship. And next week, we do have Mickey Sudo, world champion competitive eater, 8-time Nathan Hot Dog champion, coming into the podcast. Chad, you're more than welcome to come back and play trivia with us next week.
I will study, but yes, I will do it.
So, Pat, you got to make sure we get Chad on that list. And
how about you give me the questions ahead of time, and I won't look like a fifth grader. I'll even act and be like, I think it's liquid.
Oh, dude.
Gas.
Hey, Chad, nothing but love, man. I am so excited for you having that house gig down at Sloppy Joe's.
Thank
playing
you.
with Turning Point. Everybody make sure they check out my man. All the comments in the chat.
Hey, you
bar.
got the questions right. So
all of the comments talk about what an amazing dude you are, and it's a true statement.
Thank you.
You are not a rock star by job, but a rock star by VooDoo definition, which takes you way above and beyond in my book, man. I have nothing but mad love for you, and I hope we get to see you back in the chat room here playing trivia with us next week. You know what? Until then, let's take a quick look at this. Hey, thanks for checking in the VooDoo Chef podcast, everybody. See you next week.
Good night, guys.
All right. Thank you.
That's some aluminum.
You set my mind and made me feel like a child.
Hey everybody, I just want to let you know we're doing a roast today, and I can't live without the VooDoo Chef. This is dirt, magic, zing, all different kinds. For seafood, poultry, whatever you need, he's got you. VooDooChef.com. Can't live without this stuff.